Hello guys, let's check our activities in our book. Let's open our book at page 22 and let's start with exercise 2. So let's listen.
Track 31, page 22, exercise 2.
The Lost Tribe. In Brazil in 2014, 2 men came out of the Amazon jungle. Who were they? They didn't have clothes and they didn't speak Portuguese. This was their first visit to our modern world. The photographs of them went viral on the internet. After that, 23 more adults and 12 children left the jungle. They were all from the Sapanahua tribe. A translator spoke to them, and a Brazilian doctor took care of them. They needed medicine because our illnesses are dangerous to them. But why did they leave the jungle? Well, they were scared of wild animals and thunderstorms. But they were most scared of other people because there were a lot of dangerous criminals in the Amazon jungle. So the Brazilian government gave the tribe new homes beside the river. There they could live in the same way. But life wasn't exactly the same. For the first time, the tribe had clothes, shoes, and other modern things, and they loved them. At first, they didn't understand a camera. Then, minutes later, a 10-year-old boy learned to take photos. Did life improve for the tribe outside the jungle? Yes and no. They weren't hungry or frightened anymore, but they missed the freedom of life in the jungle.
Okay. And there are more of these tribes in Amazon. Are they endangered too? Okay. So let's check what else we have in this page. Okay, let's turn the page. A simple B. Let's check the answers. Okay. So the first exercise 4, page 23 in our page, in our book, student's book. So complete the sentences from the text. Define all the words were examples in the story. Let's check what did we find. So let's check. Okay, so they were all from Sapanahua tribe, and all of these words we also found, and you should write to your notebooks. Who were they? This was their first visit. They were scared of wild animals, but they were more scared of other people. They were a lot of dangerous criminals, but life wasn't exactly the same. They weren't hungry or frightened anymore. Okay. Next, exercise 4B. How do we form negatives and questions? Let's check the rules and also let's write this to our notebooks. So, make the past form of B. We use was and were. For negatives, we use wasn't or weren't. Make questions, we use was or were. You can also write these words like wasn't, weren't, was, were, and was, were. We use colorful pencils or pen, or just you can highlight it. Okay, next. C. Simple irregular. We also did. So here we wrote these words, yes, like can, could, come, came, give, gave, go, went, have, had, leave, left, speak, spoke, take, took. Okay. Next, past simple questions and negative irregular verbs. Today we wrote, yes, guys. To make negatives, we use didn't as base verb. Didn't have, didn't speak, didn't understand. It's a negative form of past simple. Okay, next. Complete the questions from the story. Let's check. But why did they leave the jungle? Did life improve for the tribe outside the jungle? Okay. Exercise 5C part. Make past simple questions. We use did plus subject plus base verb. Subjects, don't forget, it can be I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Let's open our workbook at page 14. Exercise 1. Here's some pictures that we should write. Okay, so the first was Tom at school yesterday? No, he wasn't. He was in bed. Next. Were you at home yesterday? No, we weren't. We were at the beach or on the beach. Was Mom working on Sunday? No, she wasn't. She was in the garden. Were you happy with your result? Yes, I was. Were they at the zoo on Saturday? No, they weren't. They were at the party. Was I at cinema last weekend? Yes, I was. Was she in town yesterday? No, yes, she was. No, or no, she wasn't. If she was, yes, she was. If you will write negative answer, you should continue and tell where she was. In the garden. Was he bored at school? No, he wasn't. He was happy. Okay, next. Complete Rob's post with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Can we listen? No, we can't. Okay. Hey everybody, here we are on holiday in Croatia and it's brilliant. We left home last Saturday. We took a bus from the airport to our hotel, but it was night, so we only saw the hotel lights. When I went outside the next morning, it was amazing. I ran straight into the sea. It was so warm and I found a lot of colorful shells in the water. We go to the beach every day. Yesterday we did some shopping and we ate a fantastic meal in the old town. I don't want to come home. Okay, good. And here, guys, this exercise, over to you. Make sentences about yesterday that are true for you. First, I ate breakfast yesterday. I didn't go to school early. I spoke to my friends. I didn't buy anything in the shop. If you buy, you should write, I bought anything in the shop. I didn't find anything in the street. I didn't hear a funny story. Okay, good. Let's return to our students book. Okay. So, 6th exercise. Let's check the answers. Okay. Buy, bought, eat, ate, find, found, hear, heard, run, ran, say, said, see, so, think, thought. Okay. And also, guys, have an exercise. We should write the questions about the story. You should write just blue, what we wrote with blue color. The first, did 37 people come out of the jungle? Yes, they did. Did they have clothes? No, they didn't. Did they speak Portuguese? No, they didn't. Why did the doctor see them? Because they needed medicine. Were they frightened in the jungle? Yes, they were. Was life the same outside the jungle? No, it wasn't. Why did the government give them? What did the government give them? The government gave them a new home beside the river. Did they like the clothes and cooking things? Yes, they did. So let's check. It was our last exercise. Yes. All of them you should write to our notebooks. Don't forget. Okay, guys, see you next week. Goodbye.